Elijah was born on July 31st. She was diagnosed at our 20-week anatomy scan with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. At that time, we were told that she would have a series of operations throughout her childhood to kind of make her heart be able to function as normally as it could until one day she would probably need a transplant. There was a lot of ups and downs. She would be really good one day, and then the next day would be really, really bad. She had her first open heart surgery at a week old. She then went on to have countless procedures. She passed away on December 19th of 2019, making her just shy of 5 months old. You never really think about making these kinds of decisions, especially after losing your child, your baby. And I had never lost anyone before. I'd never had any experience with making arrangements. And that's when I came across the Rhett Sullivan Foundation. They have helped so much that I don't think that I could even put it into words. She suggested that we could use the funds for therapy, which has been our saving grace. My daughter, my oldest, she's 9. She has gone through months of play therapy. She was struggling a lot with severe anxiety, and the Rhett Sullivan Foundation covered all of the expenses. But on top of that, she also set me up with my therapist that I've been working with for over a year now. Not only did she find me a perfect therapist who caters to lost parents, but I also haven't had to worry about the financial aspect of it. I don't want anybody to have to endure this pain, but I am so incredibly grateful for the Rhett Sullivan Foundation and what they've done to help my family. I could never, ever put it into words.
My wife and I have 4 children on earth with us right now, and we have one child that we lost last January. About 3/4 of the way through the pregnancy, she her water broke, and we had to decide what to do. We thought a C-section would be the best to save him, and just because of some unusual circumstances, he didn't make it. So basically he was, they say stillborn, but it's kind of hard to know because, basically by the time they got the whole surgery done and everything, he just didn't have a heartbeat and they weren't able to resuscitate him. And so then we had the funeral to pay for. We had the headstone and gravestone. We visited a cemetery, and it was just sad to see all of these children's graves. These children were in a grave with just a temporary marker that had been there for 10 years. And we really hoped that we could get a beautiful marker for August that would last so that he could be remembered. So I sent an email to the Rhett Sullivan Foundation. They replied really quickly to me and just said that they understood what we were going through and that they were praying about us and thinking about us, and just fill out a simple request, and then they would let us know. And they got back with us really quickly. And now we have that gravestone for August, and I would encourage anyone who would consider giving to this foundation. The huge impact this will make on a family's life in their time of greatest need, and just take a little financial burden off of them.
We started the Rhett Sullivan Foundation within a year of losing our own son, Rhett, at 2.5 months from SIDS. After dealing with such tragedy firsthand, we recognized a major gap in grief and loss support for families like ours that faced early child loss.
After losing a child, your world is turned upside down. While we all may prepare for losing our elder relatives, no one prepares for losing their own child who has so much life in front of them. The Rhett Sullivan Foundation assists those families financially with resources to cover the memorialization and burial of those children, and also with additional resources for the ongoing counseling that they may need.
Since starting the foundation in 2018, we've supported over 60 families financially with final expenses and counseling support. In addition, we have directed countless families to resources in order to help them during their time of loss and also their ongoing grief support.
We're so grateful for some of these families that are willing to share their story with us. It demonstrates the impact that the Rhett Sullivan Foundation has made. Thank you all for your support.